Hello, everybody. Welcome. Watch along time, guys. And tonight I am joined by my good friend, Soulless Trenchcoat, Trenchy. And we're
Hello.
we're gonna be watching the 1974 cheese-tastic Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. Um, it's a crazy movie. It was directed by Dick Randall or Dick Randall with an A. It sounds kind of pretentious, but that's his name. Um, he did a film called The Girl in Room 2A, and he also did another film called History of Erotic Cinema. So you
Yay, pudding.
you could probably guess what this movie's going to be like. Um, It stars Rossano Brazzi, who was in Final Justice with Joe Don Baker. That's another one of these cheesy films. That's a Graydon Clark film. Guys might know him if you've seen like Angel's Revenge or Hobgoblins. I don't know if you guys have seen Hobgoblins. Trench, have you seen Hobgoblins?
I think so. I get confused with these little monster movies, but it sounds familiar.
It's the movie where they've got these puppets and they're locked up in the in a film vault, and they escape and they start running rampant and hassling this young group of teens. And there's like a really slutty woman who wears a condom around her neck, and like there's an army guy.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I don't think I have seen that.
I wish it was public domain. We'd be watching it on here if it was public domain.
Oh,
Um,
hell yeah.
Yeah, so Rossano Brazzi, he was in Final Justice, which I don't think you've seen that. That's like a western that moves over to Malta, which is weird. Um,
I haven't seen many westerns.
like it's kind of cool. It's not a period film. It's set in modern times, and basically
Oh,
you've got Joe Don Baker. He's playing this Texas sheriff, and he's homicidal. He fucking shoots people.
oh, good for him.
Like instead of like arresting them, he tries to convince them to draw on him with their gun, and then he just shoots them.
That reminds me of like Ron Perlman in that one Stephen King movie, except for he didn't do that, but he was also a murderous cop.
Oh,
I
DMC
forget
saying
what
he
it's
knows
called.
the hobgoblins.
Hey DMC, hey Brian.
But yeah, so that's kind of a fun film if you ever want to check it out. It's another Graydon Clark masterpiece. Um, yeah, Rossano was also in Dracula in the Provinces and another film called Sex of the Devil. It's Italian films, man. Italian films. They're gonna be well, you know how they are. They're kind of horny.
I've seen a
Um,
couple of them. I'm enjoying the Italian cinema.
this film, you got Michael Dunn in it again. We got another Michael Dunn film. Of course, you guys will remember if you've been watching the watch along. You'll remember him from a movie we watched a few weeks ago called The Freak Maker, aka The Mutations. Um, he's a short guy. He was Burns. He was also in Murders in the Rue Morgue, if you've seen that.
No, but if it's the dwarf, I'll add it to the list.
It's the dwarf, and he's also in the Werewolf of Washington, which stars Dean Stockwell of Quantum Leap fame.
Oh, werewolves and dwarves in the same movie. That's fucking awesome.
Not by Roger Corman. That's not by Roger Corman. Werewolves of Washington. I'm trying to remember who directed that. I don't have my notes for it because we're not watching it today, but it is public domain, and we will be watching it eventually. So keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Yay, pudding.
Yeah. What kind of pudding, Trench? Is it chocolate, butterscotch, vanilla?
I think Brian knows it's cherry pudding, if that's a
Ooh,
thing.
cherry.
Brian will get that joke.
The other film, Kubrick, or Brian, do you mean Murders in the Rue Morgue, or were you talking about Freakmaker? Yeah, so anyway, this film, it also stars Simonetta Vitelli. See, I'm starting to get the Italian pronunciations down. She was in a movie called Pray to God and Dig Your Grave. So I don't know if you guys have seen that. She was also in Coffin Full of Dollars, and a masseuse, good looking, offers her services. That's about a guy who goes around murdering people because they turned his daughter into a prostitute.
Okay, that sounds way more awesome than I thought it was.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just going to be some trashy excuse to show a woman's cans, but no, it's about something. We got Christiane Rucker. She was in Carmen Baby, and she was also in the Torture Chambers of Dr. Sadism.
Oh, that's on Prime. I haven't watched it, though.
Oh, I might have to check that out. I have not seen Torture Chambers of Dr. Sadism. It's a clever title, though. Yeah, I'm not sure, Brian, if it was Corman who did Murders in the Rue Morgue. It very well could have been. Very well could have been. It's been a while since I've seen that one. Friggin' minute and a half, guys. This film, it also stars Salvatore Baccaro. He was in The Arena and Star Crash, which, guys, if you haven't seen Star Crash, that's a great movie. It's a lot of fun. He was also in Salon Kitty. He plays one of the cavemen in tonight's movie. Trench, have you seen Star Crash? I'll take that as a no.
Well, sorry, no. I have. I was grabbing the cats, and there is heavy rock music upstairs. I didn't want to get you struck.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because even if it's in the background, they'll get me. Always got to get me.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. No. That's one to check out. Salvatore Baccaro as Ook in this. He's one of the cavemen. You also got Luciano Pigozzi in this movie. He was in another film called Exterminators of the Year 3000. He also did another movie called Escape from Hell, where he played a warden.
Ooh.
And yeah, this is, so far, guys, this is star-studded in comparison to Manos. We've got another guy who's been in some cheesy films. You got Zero Papas. He was in The Devil's Wedding Night, which that's another trashy film. It's good though. I like watching it. So it's heavy on the breastises though. So if you're not in for that sort of thing, well, you get a bumpy ride. He's also in another movie that we'll eventually be watching this month, next week. He's in next week's movie, Frankenstein 80. So like, here's your first taste of Zero Papas before next week.
Oh, this guy must love Frankenstein.
Yeah, two Frankenstein films, like not back to back, but in his repertoire. You've got Lauren Ewing in this film, and like you guys might remember him and recognize him if you're a big fan of the 1960s Batman show, because he played Big John in the 1960s Batman.
I'll have to rewatch. I've forgotten that character.
He was also in another movie called Devil in the Flesh. and another movie called Across the Great Divide, where he played a guy named
Named what?
Club.
Oh, that's an interesting name.
Yeah. In this movie, he's playing a character named Goliath.
Ooh.
This film also has Gordon Mitchell in it. He's playing Igor, however you want to pronounce it. He was in another movie called Bikini Drive-In, and another one called Evil Spawn, and more famously, he was in She as Hector.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys have got to have seen She.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, DMC saying he's been Americanized too much and hasn't really ventured too much into Italian and other foreign horror very much. But nearly every movie on these watch-alongs are all new experiences for him. Oh, so that's great. That's great. Like that's one of the things I like about doing these little watch-alongs, guys. Is like I hope to introduce you to some weird, crazy films you might not have seen before. Or maybe you've heard of and you just not had a chance to check out. It's half the fun. Also, very finally in this film, you've got Edmund Purdom, who was in The Rift. He was playing CEO Steenstand in The Rift, and he was also in another Frankenstein movie called Frankenstein versus Dracula as Count Dracula.
Oh.
And also, guys, he was in a very cheesy movie from a very cheesy movie series I'm personally fond of. He was in Ator, the Fighting Eagle.
Is that about a giant eagle that shoots lasers out of his mouth?
No, it's sort of like a Conan ripoff. You've got it's oh god, dude, you have to see it. It's really bizarre. Like basically, you've got this barbarian character named Ator, and he has a crush on his sister, and he wants to marry his sister. But then it turns out it's okay because she's not really his biological sister, just the girl that he was raised to have as his sister, which is still kind of icky. But hey, you know, barbarians, they do as they do. He basically, it's what you'd expect, you know, barbarian going around fighting hordes of crazy other barbarians and warlords and like creepy monsters. He fights a giant spider in that movie.
Oh.
And the spider is really silly. Like it's just this big friggin' puppet, and you only see it from almost the spider's point of view. So like you see the little legs, and you see Ator, and he's fighting, and he's got something called the Glimmering Charm Shield, which is really just a mirror that they put on a trash can lid. But
that's dope. I want a trash can lid mirror shield.
There's a whole bunch of these Ator movies, so like people should check them out because they're really silly. They try to be very serious, but you know what can you do? Yeah. So facts about this film. Surprisingly, I couldn't find a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I don't know why. Usually, these kinds of films, there's a lot of stuff, especially with this cast of characters we got in it. But this was Simonetta Vitelli's last role, and this movie has been described by film critics as one of the trashiest 1970 Italian horror movies ever made.
Whoa.
Yeah. So maybe not big on decency or quality, but big on sleaze, which, you know, it's always fun.
Who needs decency and quality?
DMC's like, it's kind of like the spider in the 1990s TV It movie. Kind of like that, but not as well done.
I'd say the one in the It movie was pretty damn good. Like, You can. I think it was decent. Like compared to that shit they did in the new one, I didn't even see the ending of the second part new one. I didn't see the movie, but all I saw was I did see the scene where they show his true form, and that's stupid. Like I won't get into it, but I just feel like they're like, oh, we're just going to combine this monster from the ending of the movie with with the clown version of Pennywise and see what happens. And it's like, no, this is worse than the original.
Yeah, I skipped out on the remake of it because I'm just like, how can you improve on it? You know, I mean, you're not gonna get any better than Tim Curry. I'm sorry.
I haven't seen part two. I do like part one. Part one was fun of the remake. It's just I don't what they did with the final form monster design just is just stupid, and I don't get how people could find that scarier or better than the original. Like that's a dope.
Yeah, I don't know. What kind of bothered me was the whole look of Pennywise in the remake. His forehead was huge, freaking huge. What's going on?
Curry's
Right.
the best.
But yeah, no, Curry was the best. I like that thing where he's like, ha, ha, ha. Oh, DMC can't get into the remake either. Yeah, it's understandable, dude. Um, but yeah, I guess it's so tonight. It's just me and Trench, I suppose. And guys, if you guys are ready, watching, and Trench, if you're ready, my friend, we can do the countdown and start the movie.
Oh yeah, I should be ready.
All right, very well. I will. Let me put in my jelly squids here. Can't tell which one's right or left. They're not labeled. That's convenient.
You good?
But you know, it is what it is. Hopefully, I get the one that's actually loud and not the one that's super quiet. But yeah. All right. 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh wait. No.
Oops.
No time. It's like we're just into the action right off.
Yeah, it's just look. There's a caveman and there's people.
I never understood how there's a caveman. Like it's not like we're in like BC times here. We're in like 1800s Italy, I suppose, or Pennsylvania, Latvia. I don't.
Yeah, it's like they like I don't know. Maybe they unfroze an iceberg. That's usually how this goes. But they're not even in Antarctica.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, I guess that's one way to go about making a Frankenstein movie. Well, we're gonna get corpses? No, let's just get cavemen and kill them. Okay?
Sounds like a rational idea.
Classic Film International. Geez, they really were confident. My son.
And that's
Wow.
a cat.
I guess handsome snaps have really come a way. Frankenstein Monsters live this weekend at the Coliseum.
Yes.
That would be a good name for a punk band, the Frankenstein Monsters.
Oh yeah, man. That'd be dope.
Boris
They can dress.
Lugosi. I don't know why they gave him like a fake name. That's not his name.
They're like, look, people don't understand. They'll think it's Bella Lugosi. It's like, no. People are just gonna be like, oh, it's Boris. Oh.
I mean, they could have called him Boris Lon Chaney, I guess. I mean, whatever name you want to make up. Whatever horror icons you want to scramble together for your fake stage name. But they did a similar thing when we watched Hercules Against the Moon Men. They had sort of the fake name for the actors.
Right.
Yeah, because they had Alan Steele, which was not his real name. It was I forget what it was, like Sergio something or other.
They also stuck an onion in a horse's butt, so that whole movie was on crack, in a good way.
Yeah, they're not sticking any onions in horses' butts in this film, as far as I know.
That's good.
Footprints. Because if you scrape away all the footprints, nobody will notice the big open grave.
Mm.
Like they won't know they were there. No clues at all.
Why are you throwing her flowers? That was rude and uncalled for.
Oh no! Francisco, don't touch the corpse's boobies. What's wrong with you, man?
Francisco, you have a problem. You need
Every
to chill.
movie he's got a cop a feel.
Oh, I have to watch more of these movies then.
Because I think he did that inadvertently, but I think that happened in The Freak Maker.
Oh, yeah, we all know he did it on purpose.
You would have loved that movie, Trench. There were so many dwarves.
I'll have to watch it eventually. Because, Brian, little elves come at night and they clean the casket to keep it from getting dirty.
They gotta make sure it's nice and squeaky clean. They wax it, they got the pledge out. Keep it all up. Yeah, Mario Ciccarella, real proud of those cardboard friggin' tombstones, huh? Those were legit, like cardboard or plywood or something. So not real.
Right.
So I guess it makes sense. They can't go digging up an actual cemetery plot. Oh, it's probably the most coherent plot in this film. Oh, he's making strawberry daiquiris.
Yay, pudding.
Oh no, you good, Brian. No, nothing to apologize about. Just I like the participation. It's good.
It's funny.
Yeah, I don't blame you for forgetting about the horse's butt, DMC. I was trying to forget about it too. Trench remembers.
I'll never forget. I have nightmares about that horse's butt.
Oh, secret passageway. Wob would have loved this. Missed out on all the trapdoors, passages. Yeah, that coffin is just a little bit too shiny and polished. He's like, no, never mind. Move it over by the armoire. going to realize his evil plan to put the brain of a caveman into the body of a naked dead woman.
Well, that's just an average Tuesday, it looks like.
That's a good point, Brian. They did light it very well. It's like the production values on these Italian films are pretty good usually, like as far as how they were filmed and the setting and stuff. Like if you ignore the cardboard tombstones, obviously.
They're more like cheesy. They remind me of like cheesy like 80s movies and stuff, but they're cheesy 70s movies.
Yeah. The 70s really were a treasure trove of cheesy goodness. Like
Oh yeah.
Jeez. What did you fucking clean his throat with the toilet brush?
No, that is rude.
Manhandling Francisco.
This is very rude. He just did it once. It was an accident.
Jeez. He copped the feel on one boob, and that's his job. Gone.
I mean, it's good that Victor Frankenstein is very non-tolerant to sexual harassment in the workplace, but at the same time, it's like you're putting a caveman's brain into a dead woman's body. Your morals are very askewed.
Oh, hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Great to see you around, friend.
Oh, yeah. You're right, Brian. He should have been shaking. That would have been epic.
Oh, here you go, trench hat.
No, they got like hipster hats in like Victorian England, whatever. That's awesome.
Which hat do you like better, the one with the polka dots or the other one?
I'm team polka dot. The other one's classic and pretty damn dope, I'm not gonna lie. And she pulls it off very well, but the polka dot hat, like that shit's like some hipster shit in the 70s. And I'm well, in Victoria, England, where this is supposed to be set, but
I think it's England. It might be one of the Vanias or Latvias.
Oh,
because it's supposed to be Frankenstein, so
Was Frankenstein in Germany? Like I know Dracula was Transylvania, but Frankenstein it's a little unclear.
Yeah, well, I think it's because they've had him in different locations in Europe, in that area.
Right.
Oh, we're doing well, Kelly. Doing well. I am. Trent, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I was in a bit of a slump, but I'm getting out of it.
Good to hear. This movie will perk you right up. It may be in more ways than one, as we've seen with the boob grabbing.
Oh, I'll try not to. That'll be bad. And if worse comes to worse, I'll put a book over it, like John Goodman has taught us.
Is the classical way to deal with that issue.
Yeah. Or no, I don't know what you mean.
So there's even more hats.
Yeah. Run, Francisco.
He wants back in that castle bad. It's also interesting to note that this is not Baron Frankenstein. This is Count Frankenstein. He's a count in this movie.
Oh shit! He's stealing Dracula's title. Oh no!
Maybe it's like an opposite universe. So, like, maybe in this universe, Dracula's a Baron.
That could be interesting. I don't know the difference. They're just rich British people with lots of power and castles to me.
British people.
We still love you, British people.
Yeah, we just fun it a little bit. You know, because you guys are so different sometimes. But we still love you. Not like we're not different either, you know? Crazy Americans.
Oh yeah.
Fucking cheeseburgers and guns. Fuck yeah.
And sometimes we fish with dynamite. At least that's what Jeff Foxworthy says.
What are they? Waxing their legs? What's going on here?
I don't know. I thought it was an investigation, but what the fuck?
He's like,
forgot about that.
I'd say the wax might be a bit too hot if it's on fire.
Yeah, I forgot about the dude in the bushes with the nice hat.
Well, I think this is a clearer print than what we watched when we watched it last time.
Oh, Elvira gypped us. No offense, Elvira.
Yeah. She probably had an earlier print. This is probably taken from the DVD or the Blu-ray where they've cleaned it up some.
Right.
No offense to Elvira. You did a good job with what you had.
No, Elvira's fucking dope, man. She led the way to normalizing us horror fans.
And movie hosting.
Oh, hell yeah.
We have scientific evidence that this area was inhabited until the Great Earthquake. That was about 500
That's some bow tie, huh?
When the Frankenstein happened to settle here, and we'll lose this castle.
Or is it a cravat?
What about the sighting of this Neanderthal?
It's possible.
You can't be serious. I always thought the Neanderthal man was just new.
There are caves around here that could be.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, Ryan. Joe Bob's pretty good too.
Oh, thank you, DMC.
No one had. No one.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. Glad you like the accents.
The branch out to the beach.
Yeah.
So you see.
We think you guys have groovy accents too.
Oh, hell yeah. I like his bow.
Well, everyone.
Would you sport that, Trench?
Probably. I probably end up playing with it though.
You'd just be fiddling it with it.
Yeah.
Everybody's eating. You're just like, oh my god, this bow is huge.
Exactly.
Count Frankenstein, wouldn't it be wonderful science were to discover a Neanderthal man?
Nice answer.
Not for the subject.
Oh no, Count. I don't find it pleasant at all. I'm intrigued with the idea.
Oh, yes.
However, Mother once told me about the wild creatures
There were
Well,
some
it always makes me wish I had a candelabra.
wild-looking living
That'd be cool. I probably set the house on fire, but
yes,
it'll be cool.
studied science. So you would be interested.
I hope that anthropology will be my life's work.
What's going on with those chairs?
Chris was studying for her doctorate in 2002.
Amazing.
Why do you say that for?
Your guest here is
Like those look very plastic.
dedicated and fascinated by Andrea's work.
Like I know they're supposed to be like bronze or something, but they look plastic.
Bravo, Eric.
Aw,
Spoke
they're
like
cheap counts. He's a very
I
cheap
never
count.
understood my beautiful child
Like you like these chairs? I got them at Pier 1.
with a Frankenstein.
Like, he's a cheapskate Frankenstein. He couldn't even get a real dead body. He had to kidnap a caveman.
Yeah. Well, no, he had the dead woman. He had the dead woman.
Did have the dead woman. I mean,
But
he's looking for a shortcut. He's like, I don't want to build this from the ground up. I just want it all put together already.
When we meet again.
Shut up, you fool.
Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
Sure they fight, Trench. Their sex is unbelievable. I don't. I tried to find what the budget was for this film, and it wasn't listed like they usually list it.
So apparently, if you harass dead woman, it's bad, but living woman is okay.
Yeah, they've got a kind of a weird HR in this establishment.
I just think they're dwarfist.
And take it. Pay attention or you'll be leaving. Forever. Understand?
Maybe not. Maybe they are getting fed up with him.
Yes, Miss Frankenstein is a very interesting match.
And charming.
I would say that most of the budget of this film went to the sets.
Enjoy it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
By the way, as far as your place, I couldn't take too much interest in the Frankenstein.
That's crucial to the point of this film.
I love how the bathtub looks like a goblet. Or like what the witches used to stew in, but it's not black.
Oh yeah, a cauldron. No,
Yeah.
peeping. You'd think the heavy breathing and the giggling would clue her in that someone's watching. Oh God.
It's drowned out by that convenient windstorm that is happening outside.
It sounds like they got a couple pianos stuck in it.
Maybe a ghost or two.
Now, what is the advantage of the milk bath? Don't get this.
I don't know. I've never bathed in milk before.
Oh, is it?
And how you get clean after the milk bath?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Like, when you get out, you towel off After a few minutes, wouldn't you just smell like sour milk?
Probably.
And if she forgets to drain the tub, isn't she just going to have like 12 gallons of yogurt in there?
What? Oh, cause milk. Oh, I get it now.
How they make Yoplait.
Yay, pudding!
Yay, yogurt.
Yay!
Well, that's an interesting comparison, Brian. That making you think of Norman Bates looking in and on Marion in Psycho. That's an interesting comparison. I guess that's a theme in horror movies. Is like if a girl's gonna get naked and take a shower or a bath, some creep is gonna be peeping on her.
Yeah.
Well, that's one way to get a girl's attention.
Mm-hmm.
You just grab her from behind the curtain. Are you crazy? Oh, wait.
Are you afraid?
I don't want to go out on a limb here, but I'd say that a lot of this movie was just about showing nudity.
It's like, look, people like boobs. Let's show them the boobs.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just making an observation. I hope you guys want to enjoy this.
Yes.
Just enjoy it with friends on the table or keyboard, please.
Yes.
All right, that robe doesn't do much to cover you up, but it is pretty cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty badass robe.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I just wanted to towel you off. I saw that you were done.
Great, what are you doing? Ladies' room. Don't keep it after the dark. My master. You're right. He's really quite nice. Not good.
I'm sorry.
He'll just smack you on the butt a couple times.
Yeah, it won't be a problem.
In the house, this
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Sounds better. Good night.
Like, I'm gonna go check out that peeping painting. Oh, they're still doing it. Okay. It's all about people peeping on people. That's what this movie's about. It's Heart of Hearts.
I like how many places they have too. Like there's holes in the pictures. There's a clock that opens up and you can look through. Like there's like what was Frankenstein doing here? Like he says no doing this stuff in the workplace, but he sets up in a place that has all the trappings to like do this.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It's like you don't want people touching people, you don't want people peeping on people, but you have like peepholes and secret like video booth rooms in the walls of the castle. Like, what the hell?
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Brian says, I'm not looking at anything.
Meow.
No more Frankensteins. You see, my wife died.
When I end up making this an episode, I'm going to have to do so much clever, like, obscuring of nudity.
I think I'm
Oh. You can put like little Boris Karloffs over their boobs. And
But you know
make,
what? I'll put Michael Dunn heads over their nipples.
yes,
Around.
yes.
A true scientific breakthrough.
All the Franciscos.
Well,
Yeah.
let's not talk about it at the moment.
Oh, Cal. I want to see your work, your laboratory. That's why I came here. To meet the renowned Count Frankenstein.
Oh, no. I'm flattered, but not at deserving.
I've always wanted to do.
We're synced up pretty good on film, Trench.
Maybe
Oh,
is the answer to
that's
the-
good.
That rarely happens. Usually everybody's all out of sync, but we got it going pretty good.
Yay.
Pudding.
He's making out with his daughter's friend.
It's not a goat, Trench, but it's a sheep. Is that okay?
Oh, sheeps are assholes.
The caveman with the pet sheep.
So why are there multiple cavemen running around?
This movie doesn't want you to question it. You just have to accept that cavemen exist in this time period.
What the I blame either Doctor Who or Barry. Someone did something wrong here, or maybe Doc. I don't know.
We have to
Maybe it's like Dinosaurus. They were frozen underneath the lake, and the meteor got them out.
Maybe.
What's this all about? We're concerned about this grave robbery, and we think you should arrest that crazy Frankenstein. Do something, Inspector.
Yeah.
We can't.
It's like we had a caveman murdering people a few days ago, but it's the guy living in the castle we're worried about.
Yeah, the cavemen are fine. It's that Frankenstein bastard we got to take care of.
Altruistic nature should not be suspect. Those strange creatures.
Mr. Miller, we need to have cavemen taking milk baths in the film.
Yes.
I have to keep them under control or they might turn into a dangerous mob.
Yeah, I hate those dangerous mobs.
Now,
Oh,
whenever you have this friggin' or whatever the hell it is, you get wax all over the floor. It's kind of a poor design.
you could
Like,
do it, Francisco.
Wouldn't that tip people off that there's something up with it?
He's like a little ninja.
He's like, oh boy, I'm going to drink all the strawberry daiquiris and grope all the naked women.
Yeah,
There goes the prefect.
just like the dwarfs did in the real life making of The Wizard of Oz.
Dwarves know they can get away with it because they're little and cute.
Oh, yes.
Grave robbing. Most dastardly crime. It happened right here in our village.
This guy's performance, it cracks me up. You know what? We gotta bring this Frankenstein down. Ugh.
We need more random stick guy. Like,
Oh, there goes the limeade.
What's going on? What are you doing? Go and sit there.
Oh, he's gonna make him sit in the corner.
go sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
But you have tensions.
There, you scare my caveman.
Shut up. Just keep quiet.
So this caveman's got the dead girl's brain in its body.
Be quiet.
Like, that's just weird. It's just weird. Like, that's the only Frankenstein thing he's done.
And this is, yeah, it's a very odd combination.
How did he get in here? Then he has learned somehow. Yes,
He's
yes.
learned.
I think we have another trouble
Yeah.
with this way.
He's a dwarf, not like an animal. He can learn
I thought you
things.
told me that you looked after them. You were all to be careful of leaving
For
a
years, Frankenstein just thought he was a well-trained raccoon.
Oh shit,
But his footprint was so small I couldn't see it.
Do you realize
that'd be
that
dope.
would be ruined by something like this?
But Master Hunch was
Shut up.
supposed to move.
Aw,
There is only one thing to do.
Is that a desk or a giant steam trunk?
You have to leave.
I'm not sure.
I have nowhere to go.
I can't have anybody interfere with the progress of my work. You have to leave. And take him
I
away.
think we can look at least a month from this. Brian. Those records are lost to time. We'll never know.
Come on, you
Oh, punch him in the balls.
It's like I'm gonna go check on that painting.
Hans is busy. He has left castle. Sure. Yes, come with me. We go to woodshed. Yes, Walter.
Look how excited she is to go to the woodshed with. Like every time this stretch those two are together, I get the feeling it's hump day.
You don't deserve to live. You betrayed Dr. Frankenstein. I'm going to go to the inspector and I'm going to tell him that you robbed the grave. No. I made sure when we left the graveyard, your footprint was still there. Now you can't go to the inspector. You're turned off. I'm everything on you, and I'll get my revenge on Dr. Frankenstein.
Aw. What the fuck is?
Goliath shows no negative symptoms.
I told you they had amazing sex. You guys didn't believe me.
Oh wait, is this the caveman from the beginning?
No, this is the other caveman. Remember the first caveman they killed, and Frankenstein took him and put the dead girl's brain in his body. This is the other caveman that was watching the guy on the horse. This is the one who owns a sheep.
Oh yeah, this is Oog. We need a buddy cop show with Francisco and Oog.
Francisco and Ook, they're cops. This fall on ABC. so much sleep as burping.
Mhm.
It's like having a conversation with Deacon.
Oh.
Now they're best friends.
Yeah.
I like how he thought about, clubbing him to death, and he's just like, oh, I can't. Look at him. Look at his little hands.
Best part of the movie.
I hope they don't run into Ega in here.
Oh no.
Stemlo.
Like, look at all my stuff.
Yeah, Brian, it is a Neanderthal. He's like, I love what you've done with the place.
Oh, he's giving him a seat.
I like how inexplicably they're just best friends.
Mhm.
He's like, here.
Yeah,
have-
that's what I do.
DMC's waiting for the caveman to say yabba dabba doo.
Yeah. Oh, see, they're teaching each other. This is like the best friendship ever.
I don't know your name.
Or burn it.
He's like, you overcooked it, motherfucker.
Ook on paleo diet. Must have raw. Like, another drink.
Exactly, DMC. Caveman lives matter.
Not everybody knows, but that's how they make cherry Coke.
Oh, that's awesome.
I want you to see something.
A patient, doctor?
A special one. If you make some, don't make it use it. It's very unusual. And all the tweezers. He has brute strength. I have the strength.
Got brute strength and the calves of a dancer.
There is nothing worth to look.
He had to use more than just the brain.
Here is something else.
Ethel, would you be impressed if a man showed you they had a caveman locked up in a secret laboratory?
Of course. Like that's like a dream date, man. What girl doesn't want to see their man's caveman?
Hell yeah.
So this is more like a caveman cave.
Yeah. That's great. That was good. That was good.
Certainly, after very successful attempts on various animals.
But Dr. Frankenstein.
I know. The ethics of the medical profession.
Well, first he's a count, now he's a doctor. Make up your mind. And of course, this guy, Goliath, this is the guy from Batman. Big John.
Oh.
Her reaction to that kiss pretty much said it all. She's just like, yeah, no, I have a headache.
we are not making out next to the caveman. What if he wakes up?
You know, she's just thinking, yeah, totally, call me next week.
I don't know, Brian.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It does sort of drop the values a little bit, Brian.
I told you I had a surprise. I'm really having your own private mill. You're right. I am. It's like no other word.
So we've had milk baths, and now, folks, we're going to get mineral baths. So, you know, avert your child's eyes if they're watching.
All the baths.
This movie, it's about peeping and baths, and less about Frankenstein monsters.
I'm waiting for the bloodbath. Like, let's get Queen Baffery up in this bitch.
Surprised there really hasn't been many movies about her.
I think that dude Glenn Danzig, he did a movie on her, not a full movie, but like it was part of his anthology.
Francisco's like, let me go get Ook. He's gonna love this.
Oh, Brian, they're just very, 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 very close friends. Very.
See? Like, how many girls don't give their gal pal a mud bath? I mean, I guess there's great ones.
I think that your arrival made my father very intrigued. You really think? Up to now, he's been interested in nothing but scientific things. And when you arrived, he became like a little boy. I know. How about you? I find him interesting. And wouldn't it be interesting if you married him and became my mother for a son?
This is not the time to be discussing that. Right.
His fucking reaction's killing me. He's just like, oh boy.
Francisco's having the time of his life.
That's not just how he walks. That's him walking with joy. But you shouldn't be surprised. I mean, one of these girls was in a movie called Sex of the Devil. Or no, not Sex of the Devil. One of these girls was in a movie called Masseuse Looking for Her Service, or Good Looking Masseuse Offers Her Services. So, you know, nudity's going to happen. DMC says that he should have jumped in.
Yes, that would have been awesome.
Francisco with the cannonball.
Hell yeah.
That's how it works, Brian. He's all disappointed they're gone. All right, there's no way these two women aren't just a little bit gay for each other. I'm sorry.
Yeah, although, like, when they were doing that, and then she was like, "Oh, maybe one day you could become my mother." It's like, you were just rubbing mud all. Yeah, you were just rubbing mud all over her naked body. This is not the time to discuss. Jesus.
Italy's a very different culture.
I mean, I guess it's like, I want to be close to you, but I can't because of rules. So I guess the best we can get is being related to you. Still odd. Yes, Brian, that would be awesome. And then Oog could watch with binoculars from behind the rock.
Oh, that looks structurally safe. It looks like she's going in there to gather eggs, but all you can hear are dogs in there.
Right.
Like, oh, the puppies laid good eggs this year.
That'd be dope.
God, remove the evidence.
Best friendship ever.
They really are a team.
This movie is really about the power of friendship.
Oh, Brian, you would make the caveman and the hunchback gay? That's interesting.
He could spank his hump.
So, like, I guess instead of slapping the woman in the woodshed, it would be the caveman slapping the hunchback. Or would he be slapping the caveman?
They first try to make it into some kinky thing, but it turns into an actual fight over dominance who's the man in a relationship.
I feel like the hunchback would definitely be the little spoon in that relationship.
Yes, DMC, there needs to be a peeping support group. Hello, my name is Francisco, and I'm a peepaholic. Hi, Francisco.
Like it started with peep shows and those quarter machines, and then it escalated to paintings and cuckoo clock.
Then I finally moved up to mud baths from behind the rock.
And it was all downhill from there. Next thing you know, I was encouraging my caveman best buddy to club women for me.
Yeah. Should have never touched that dead woman's boob.
By the way, I think they misunderstood when Francisco suggested they go clubbing. She got nice boots, though.
Yeah.
Bunk. Down you go. Don't set her down gently or anything. Looks like I never thought of tying them up before.
Don't stab her yet.
No.
It looks like, oh, I missed this situation completely. I thought we were just going to kill her.
Francisco's like, we gotta like assault her first. This is how we roll, Oog.
Oh no! The fuck is he doing? Oh, I was relieved. The way that caveman was moving, it looked like he would be doing something.
Nobody knows what is happening.
Like this. It looked like he was polishing his club.
They're like, we need to cut away, but it's like we got this whole amazing scene here where this about no, you gotta cut away. Yeah, but people love threesomes. No, God damn it, no.
Oh, Brian, if there was a scene like that, it would be like Lady Frankenstein. If you remember that one that we watched.
Yeah. Yeah, DMC, thank God.
Yeah, I did not want to see what happened to her. Well, I mean, we see the aftermath now, but like at least we didn't have to see it in progress.
Hey, Cara.
Hey, Kara. Welcome, friend.
What about this Neanderthal? Oh, come on, Turner. Stick to facts.
A sex maniac, Trent. That's what Francisco is now.
Oh, he just needs to go to Sex Addicts Anonymous. That's all he needs to do. He could hang out with Charlie Sheen.
Like, I'm Francisco. I'm a sex maniac, and they're like, "Wait, we recognize you from the other group." Have several problems. Glad to have you here, Kara. If you need the timestamp, it's 5711.
That's where it will begin. There have been rumors of a caveman in this area.
The alleged Neanderthal.
Perhaps. However, the villagers had found him out here, and I rushed to this one. The villagers had surrounded him, and there he was,
Yeah, I like that hat.
like
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
I'm not generally a hat person, but it'd be cool to wear one all sideways style like that.
Look, we're back at the beginning again.
The movie has laughed itself.
They're like, maybe they forgot what happened. We won't add any more details. We won't explain how this happened like usual. We'll just like show you the same exact scene again. Because, you know, people in the 70s have amnesia.
Maybe it's a recap. Last week on Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. Let's just leave him there. Don't bury him or anything.
no way I could save him. Superstition and fear drove the villagers.
Oh no, so it's Frankenstein telling the story of where he got the dead caveman to make his caveman Frankenstein woman's brain monster.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fast. It's nice that the caveman shaved his legs. Like maybe he's a swimmer.
Maybe.
That's it. Now take it out. Make sure that no one is present. No.
I want to be alone with my caveman.
This was the moment I waited for.
Oh, it's great, Kara. It's an awesome movie. There's a dwarf, and there are cavemen, and there's a hunchback who's really weird, and there are mud baths.
Yeah, there's milk baths, there's mud baths, there's random sex scenes from guys who grab you from behind the curtain. I don't know. It happens. Hey, it's a movie.
And smack you.
Yeah, the hunchback and the serving wench, like they have rough sex in the woodshed, and like he literally slaps her back and forth. It's crazy. The spa horror, perhaps. You heard it earlier, but this is considered the trashiest of 70s Italian horror films. So. Nothing but the finest. Like, check out my pink bow tie. I like the fireplace is just laughing its ass off.
Yeah.
Oh look, his coachman is Tom Petty.
Wait, what?
The coach driver was Tom Petty. Did you see that?
Oh shit, that's dope.
She tries to open it and just ends up ripping the candlestick off the wall.
But come on, Francisco did it. You can do it.
Oh yeah, you should definitely check it out, Kara. It's a very strange film. You might even want to review this one.
It's amazing.
I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it. It's just crazy.
Can communicate by language. So I thought I'd try to read his emotions.
Like they basically, what they did was they took the brain of a woman and they put it in a caveman body, and he's got bandages on his head, so it looks like he's got bozo hair.
Yeah, he's rocking the sideshow Bob look.
Meanwhile, the dwarf is kicked out of the castle and then befriends another caveman who owns a sheep and feeds him rabbit testicles.
Yummy.
And yes, this all did happen in the film. I am not exaggerating.
Wait, since rabbits eat carrots, and carrots help your eyesight, would eating rabbit testicles help your eyesight?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I've got the stomach for rabbit testicles.
I've never tried them. Peter's cotton balls.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's what Kara said.
Peter's cotton balls.
Oh, it'd be a pleasure to work with you.
Look, I wanted to learn everything about my work, my progress, everything.
Yeah, I'm not usually a fan of period clothes, but like they got a lot of cool clothes in this movie.
Yeah.
Like all the dresses. Oh, hey, John. Welcome, friend.
Hey, John.
He's like, well, thanks for listening, Fireplace. I've had a lot on my mind lately, you know? You're always there to talk to.
What is that in the chair?
A loaf of French bread that's been studded? I don't know. It's weird.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh, it's the side of the chair. Okay. I get it now.
Oh, it really did look like a piece of bread with like nails sticking out of it.
Those liquor bottles, it looks like he's serving him a big glass of perfume.
Or rather,
It's like,
Yeah.
ooh, Calvin Klein's obsession. Tasty.
we found some brutally mangled. And as in the case of the grave robbery, on the ground, around her was
I think he did, Kara. I think he did graze her boob there.
Damn boob brushers.
at the dusty
You missed it earlier. The dwarf straight up grabbed a dead woman's boob. Then they fired him because he did that.
He was being a scientist. He was exploring.
Meanwhile, the hunchback can slap the serving wench on the ass as much as he wants. It's very, very, very weird human resources they have at this establishment.
Oh, he's looking all badass in the chair with the drink. Like he's like, I got full control of this situation.
I'm not sure that chair really goes with the room.
I like the arch nemesis thing they do in movies where they're just sitting there talking and like looking at each other, and the one's sitting in the chair and he's very confident, and they're both trying to outman each other and trying to like, prove that they're the dominant person. Like I like when they do that in movies. When two opposing characters meet and have a civil conversation.
if you hear, please inform me immediately.
You can be sure of that. Answer the effect expected from the door.
Brian says, my name is Frankenstein. Baron Frankenstein. Except he's a count in this one. Don't forget he's a count for some reason. I don't know why. If you guys could tell me what the difference between a count and a baron is, I would love to know, because I still don't know. But it's an important difference.
My father, my grandfather was Baron Frankenstein. I am Count Frankenstein.
Oh, she just couldn't stay away from that mineral bath.
I like how nobody's like, I don't think they've even mentioned that the daughter's been kidnapped. Like nobody's like worried about this. Especially since there are random cavemen wandering the forest.
Francisco's gonna scold Ook. He's gonna be like, "Damn it, Ook! You're supposed to wait till she gets naked, not before."
Look, Oog's a big boy now. He can kidnap on his own.
He's got it down now. He's figured it out. I like how she almost equals him in strength, even though he's supposed to be like a super strong caveman. He can like lift 500-pound boulders.
She got superpowers from the mystical mud bath.
Oh, that's why they did that. I thought it was just the homoeroticism.
No, they're like, this will add to the plot.
They're like, see, it's a plot choice. They're not just lesing it out to titillate the audience. Well, that'd be an interesting twist, Brian. Like instead of her getting clubbed and knocked out, she knocks the caveman out with a rock.
Wow.
Well, like she was wearing heels. She could have just stepped on his feet and he would have let go. Because he was barefoot. You ever get...
Oh, it might be Kara. One might be English and the other French. Count and Baron.
Oh, yeah. That would make sense. That would make sense. I didn't think about that. It really is the same thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
Just different names. He's like, I have one caveman buddy. Now I can have two.
He's just out here collecting cavemen.
He will rule Latveria with his army of cavemen. Ooh.
Dwarves are friends, not food.
He's like, oh, well, I can't hurt you. I like how they both have that same reaction.
What are you doing here?
Probably should hold on to that.
Regina, I was just trying to trouble.
And then he plugs him in the back. That's not common.
Who would have known that they were professional wrestlers the whole time?
Oh, Jesus. There goes his bookshelf or chemical shelf. He just
I
put out
got
the
the
juice
club
bar.
now.
Well, he's losing his freaking sentences.
Oh.
It sounds like there's an awful fight down here.
Jab him in the eye. Oh, you dead.
Oh, he's taking the band. No. Now his brains are going to fall out.
What are you doing here? You little money.
Let's take that wrench. Yeah, he does have go-go hair. Look at that.
Yeah.
They should have dyed it bright red.
Francisco, caveman whisperer.
I'm gonna talk on Frankenstein.
I don't know what it is, but they just love him.
Oh, Frankenstein, you must come quick. Monster out.
No. We must find the cats. They're crickets and eagles.
But Cree's been beaten half to death, and he knows nobody.
Did he say we want him in the pants?
Yes, sir.
I'll search your housemaid.
What's wrong?
I have to go somewhere, Maria. I want you and Krista to stay here with Fanny until I get back. You understand?
Chris is not here.
Wait, if Igor is not the hunchback,
Is there any way I can help?
Just stay here with me.
then who is Igor?
Just stay here and don't leave.
That's a good question. Oh, he learned nothing from Francisco's meat cooking lesson. Look at that. He's like, fine, more for me.
He's recording everything.
Wait, wasn't she just kidnapped and being
Well, that's
assaulted?
no, that's the other girl.
Oh.
He must have just escaped. I'm taking you to your room.
No, I want.
Yes, I must look for your father.
But I thought she was the first girl to get kidnapped and assaulted. That must have just been a random woman.
Yeah, no, that was a random farm girl that was collecting eggs.
Oh.
But now that they've upped the ante because they've kidnapped the Baron's daughter's friend, or not Baron, excuse me, the Count's daughter's friend.
It's the only way to get rid of you.
You're good, Brian.
You destroyed my life's work. I shall kill you with my own hands. You understand?
No, you're good, Brian. I don't apologize. Comments are good and encourage. I encourage everyone.
No, let's go, Brian.
Oh no.
X, you know what's gonna happen? Oh my God! What's that guy gonna go, Frankenstein?
Oh, another hugging battle.
They're hugging it out. Then they can become friends. Or you guys, that too.
Hey, Carter. Bring us some of that good wine. Yeah, sure. Good wine.
We ought to do something about that Frankenstein. First it was that giant, and then the wave broke. Most recently, the tragedy of Jenny Hansen.
The inspector is not getting any results. I think we ought to do something. We ought to take the law into our own hands. You agree?
Oh, we should petition the governor. And have him just right about that. Seems to be the only way to get things done here, not me.
Kind of an odd performance, isn't it?
I wonder if he just normally talks like that.
Well, it could just be the dubbing.
Random stick guy.
My God.
That's true. It would split open like a pumpkin, Brian. Oh, he's got a cape now. He stole the guy's cape.
Yay.
Jens let the giant out.
Yes, and he killed Count Frankenstein and Hans.
Yeah, the hunchback's name is Cregan, not Igor, which is weird.
So who is Igor? Because I keep saying Igor, but
I think Igor was the servant in like the red jacket thing.
oh,
What is it? Frankenstein monster escape.
Frankenstein monster.
On this Beyonce cave.
Frankenstein's monster. Come in. Go back. Hold on.
Look, he's in his own dimension.
Ricardo, come.
Oh, now he's back in reality.
Mhm.
No, he's weird. You know the inspector had his own little private dimension.
That's my friend. That's my friend. Look. He eats me raw. It's rough.
Mhm.
Not neat. It's a Viking kind. Come on.
He's like, don't get jealous.
There's room for 2 cavemen in this cave. It's just like all this fighting over little old me.
Oog has fire. Yes, fight him. Eat him. Yes.
Now he's going for the side.
Oh shit. There go Oog. Him with the club. Oog. Oh no, he's got the bear hug.
The bear hug of doom. And now he's dead. Oh, he looks sad.
Oh.
He didn't want to kill him. He just had to.
Keep quiet.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, Kara.
You good?
I go with you. I want something.
Poor Oog.
He's like, look, I freed you. Please don't go to the police. Wait, so now she's cool with them? It's just that one caveman she didn't like? She doesn't suspect Francisco's in on it?
No.
She's not particularly smart, is she?
No, not really.
That would be a great tip. The caveman killed his brother. It's a good idea, Dan.
You're killing the wrong monster.
Well, he did kill 3 people.
Oh, that's true. Poor Oog.
They really are just bad people.
Yes, everybody run at him one at a time.
Oh, shit! He turned on her.
Go. You can't stop the mob. Random stick guy with the weird voice was really inspiring and inciting them. Oh, she saved Francisco.
I don't think there's a Frankenstein movie made that doesn't end this way.
No. Maybe that I Frankenstein, but that looked really stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, you'd think they at least hold someone who created the monster responsible, huh, Brian?
It was beauty that killed the beast.
Oh, hey, Francisco got the girl after all.
Sadly, that chick will never get to be the one person's mother-in-law, but
Yeah, that sucks.
maybe it's better off that way, though.
Yeah, then they wouldn't be able to do the mud bath thing without any really extremely odd guilt.
Maybe if Francisco was in a healthy relationship, he can get over his peeping addiction and his kidnapping addiction and his sexual addiction and just all the addictions.
He could conquer it all. But that, my friends, was Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. The majesty that is Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it, Brian. Yes, rest in peace, caveman. You were not long for this world. All the cavemen died in this movie. Very sad. I wanted at least one of them to survive, but it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
If they could have learned to work together, if only.
Yes.
But
if all the misfits in this movie got along, they could have conquered the world.
Like I will do as I often do, Trench. I will ask the 3 questions, and it's a very short round of 3 questions because there's only 2 of us tonight. I'm going to go with you first because, you know, you're the guest. Favorite character, favorite scene, notable thing?
Oh, favorite character is Francisco because he's a dwarf, and yes, he had many, many, many issues and was kind of the villain of the story. In the end of the day, he was kind of an anti-hero because no one was helping him with his addiction. The only person that was nice to him was a caveman who fed him rabbit testicles. And, and like, it's just, there was very unfair treatment going on at his job. Like, the fucking hunchback got to do whatever he wanted. Well, Francisco got treated like shit. Like, it was not fair. Favorite scene is when Francisco meets Oog and they go to the cave and he gets to rub all the stuff and he teaches him how to cook even though he burns the food. And then Oog's like, I'm never going to cook again and just eats raw meat. But at least he tried. And notable thing is the polka dot hat was dope.
Polka dot hat rules. Absolutely. All right, so I'll go next. My favorite character, you'd think I'd say Francisco, but actually I'm going to go with the Count's daughter. She was the one rocking the polka dot hat, I believe. Freaking awesome character. Yeah, she couldn't resist those baths. That was sort of her downfall. But, you know, it is what it is. At least she didn't get raped or murdered. So, like, that was a positive thing. Very positive thing to happen. Favorite scene? I'm gonna have to go with the big battle between the cavemen because, like, I think they might become friends, but then all of a sudden it twists. They battle it out, and he gets killed. That's sad, but it was a good scene. I liked it.
Yeah,
you know, it's whatever. It's cool. You know, and notable thing, I guess these movies should come with a warning, extreme horniness, but like, I don't mind. I mean, this is what a raunchy 70s movie is supposed to be. You're supposed to have naked people, sex scenes, and extreme violence, which we did get extreme violence.
Yes. Very extreme violence. They tried to drop a bookshelf on a man, but missed. But at least they tried.
And we got to see the caveman get killed not once, but twice with the exact same footage. So that's like value. That's a 2-for-1 value, man. You could see it twice. We only have to watch the movie.
Just in case you forgot it the first time, they show it to you again so you won't forget.
DMC enjoyed the caveman not going down without a fight. So that's cool. Brian likes the polka dotted hat too. Brian likes the lesbian scene as well. Like, hey, you know, I didn't hate it, but
no, it was good scene.
Yeah, I mean, it got a little weird when she started talking about wanting her to be her mother, and she's like mudding her up, but you know,
could have used without that. Like, I get it. That was like they wanted to be together, but they knew that the relationship was frowned upon back then. But guys, that's not the way to do it. Like just do it in secret, like normal people. Don't try to become family. Like,
yeah,
no.
Just wait till the woodshed is vacant. You know.
If they can take turns using the woodshed, they can fill out a little schedule.
Well, they just wait till Cregan's not in there slapping his bitch up. What a crazy movie.
Like, Cregan should have just got along with Francisco. Like, they could have ran the world.
Yeah, and I think it's a shame that Igor was such an asshole to Francisco and like set him up in the first place.
Yeah, it's like you're all weirdos. And especially crazy stick man over here pretending to be a normal citizen, even though he sounds like a fucking weirdo and is like crippled. Yet he's like, we're gonna destroy Frankenstein and all his freaks. And it's like, no, dude, no, you sound like you smoke cigarettes and cigarettes don't even exist yet.
He sounds like that woman who's like, you don't always die from tobacco.
Yeah.
But what a wild film. I love these kinds of movies just because they're so off the wall and nutty. Like I like how the caveman Frankenstein had a pointed head and the bozo hair. Like that's an interesting choice.
Yeah, he reminded me of Sideshow Bob a little bit.
It's weird. Like how bad is that when you get killed by caveman Sideshow Bob?
Yeah, that'd be very bad.
Like we need more movies like this in our lives where it's just crazy and nutty as all get out, you know?
Oh yes.
It's desperately needed in these times. It's just throw it all to the wind, you know? The plot doesn't really matter. You just need funny, weird ass things to happen.
Well, according to people on YouTube, there is a Carousel 2, which is about a killer carousel horse, and we watched the first one. And in the sequel, he fights Nazis. And he has a son who is part human, part carousel horse.
We gotta see that one sometime. Oh, John saying, "Yay, pudding!" And Brian, are you a lesbian?
Brian's my cherry pie.
Dear Victor Miller, we need to have cherry pie in the movie.
And dear Victor Miller, if you don't like cherry pie, at least go with apple.
I'll catch you later, DMC. Thanks for stopping by, dude. It's always good to see you, man.
Stay frosty, DMC.
Yes, John. They should have Warrant play their hit Cherry Pie.
Yeah, that's what we were referencing because Brian had Sasha react to it, and that shit was funny.
Like you could do a cool montage with all the peeping scenes and that song. That'd be fun.
I could probably do it.
Maybe throw in that scene with Torgo from Manos where he's peeping through the window and he's just like. Oh yeah, the milk bath, John. That's a scene you hate to miss. But it was a good watch along. It was a good movie. Very, very, very positive message. I guess, you know, save the woman. Unfortunately, you killed the monster caveman, but it's really not that sad because he was murdering people after all, and like maybe she wouldn't have tried to protect him if she understood that like he'd probably murder her next.
Still don't understand what the woman's brain was about. Was she like a mentally ill woman, or like
I don't know.
why was she killing people?
They never explain it. Like I don't understand why. Like maybe she was just angry because all her hair was gone and she was in a big hairy caveman body now.
Oh my god, that could be Abby Normal. They never gave her a name. It might be Abby Normal.
Oh, that's true. But John says Torgo likes giving the ladies their nightly milk baths.
Torgo and Francisco would have gotten along famously.
Oh, they would have been the best of friends.
You should get revenge on the master. The master would not improve.
He is with us always. The way you know it. But that brings us to a close. Winding things down. Trench, what's next on the agenda for you, man? What's coming down the pike?
I'm probably gonna be on Marty's this Sunday if you'll have me. With you, of course, and Jen and Christian and whoever else will be there discussing monster movies. That'll be fun. I love monster movies. I'm working on a Halloween music video. Hopefully I can get that done. And yeah, nothing much else.
Yeah, like it's all good stuff coming out, you know. People, you need to check out Trenchy's channel if you haven't checked it out. I know most of you in the chat know Trenchy pretty well, and you've seen his stuff. You know what the guy's got going on.
Also, I forget, he does want us shouting this out. I think it's the 29th. Night Watch is doing top scariest moments in horror that involves a lot of cool people in the community, including myself and Ethel here too. And I won't give away anymore because I don't know if it's supposed to be a surprise, but yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's going to be a great project. Definitely check it out. I'm going to be sharing the link to the scheduled event soon on social media. So if you're following me there, you'll see it in one of my tweets eventually. I just haven't got around to it. I like to wait till it's closer to the day so that people don't forget. That's sort of how I roll. And as far as what's going on with me, guys, what is going on with me? The next thing for me, it's October, so that means every Friday we're doing watch along this month. So next week, this coming Friday, guys, you know what we're watching? It's another Frankenstein movie. We're watching Frankenstein 80. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Much like this film, it's glorification and it's exploitation. So it should be a great watch. Make sure you're there. It'll be happening the same time. We'll probably be joined by Trench. I don't know who else will show up. Everybody was pretty busy tonight, so we were riding it with two, which, hey, you can rock it with two. You don't need a full house all the time. And the other thing that's going on, guys, besides that and besides Night Watch, we have got the Candy Corn Conga Line channel hop going on, and there's still time. There's 3 days left before the deadline, so sign up soon because yeah, you gotta get in on this. It's great. What you do is you contact me via Twitter, and I've got a list of time slots. And I have a list for every time zone, so it doesn't matter if you're GMT, CDT, PST, EST, MST, CPN. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever time zone you're in, I've got you covered, and we'll find a time for you. What you do is you do a live stream, you do a premiere. It can be anything you want. You can do a panel like this, a watch along like this. You can do a review. You can do trivia. You can do a costume contest. It's any kind of spooky thing you want to do. And what you do is you put a link to the person who's on after you, the next video in line. Put it in the description, and you encourage all your viewers to go follow that link and watch that video, watch that live stream. And it's like a big conga line where everyone's jumping behind the other, and you're going from room to room, and you're having a grand old time celebrating Halloween. So get at me on that. You can contact me at _Ethel_Cross_ over on Twitter. Send me a DM. Might take me a few hours to respond. Sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes I'm somewhere else. But I always get back to everybody and work it out. We'll get you signed up. Lots of cool people are involved. Trenchy's involved. My pal John Steele's involved. Kara in the chat, she's involved. Brian, Kubrick Lover, he's involved. Friggin' Marty, he's involved. Like lots of people. Even Night Watch, we were talking about him. He's involved too. Everybody's in this thing. It's great. So sign up, join in, and that's basically the lowdown on what's going on. So.
Oh, Kara has a question.
Oh, sure. What is it, Kara? Oh, it's right in the chat. Hold on. Do you have any more promo images? Oh, not yet. I have to make them. I'm supposed to be making them this week. I've just been behind everything because I have to organize these watch-alongs and stuff. Like there's a little bit of prep that goes into that, but I'll have something pretty soon. So I'll let you know once I got something to share. You could always share the video a little bit. The video's still around. The ad. It's always good. I can't wait either, Brian. This should be pretty cool. I'm going to be on a few of these live streams, a few of these watch-alongs. So, plus I've got one. That's right. I forgot to mention. I've got a spot in the conga line myself. We're going to be watching The Night Dracula Saved the World. So that'll be special.
We go it all night long.
Yeah, that'll be at a special time because we're going by time slots. Somebody else has the 7:30 time on Halloween night, so I've got 10 p.m. Eastern. If you're Central, that's 9 p.m. But I don't know. I don't want to go through all the time zones, guys. But you'll know. You'll know. There'll be ads. You'll see it. But yeah, join me then. Join me this Friday for Frankenstein 80. It should be a good one. And everybody in the chat, thank you for joining me. Thank you, Kara, for stopping by. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, John Steele. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly was in here. DMC Campbell was in here. He was watching. Friggin' thank you guys for watching these things, coming out and doing the watch along thing. I really appreciate your support. I thank anybody who was watching who didn't make a comment in the chat. Like, I still appreciate you. Thank you, nameless people that I haven't seen. And if you're watching this now in the future, thank you for watching. You don't have to see it live all the time. And yeah, I want to thank my friend Trenchy. Go check out his channel and check out all these people in the comments channels because they do a lot of groovy work too. And I'll see you guys Friday for Frankenstein 80. Thanks a lot. Adios.
Don't spy on women while they're rubbing mud on each other and talking.